It's usually not smart to overreact after just one game in the NFL, especially when many teams don't play their starters during the preseason. However, the Atlanta Falcons' Week 1 performance was strange and it raised eyebrows. The Falcons unveiled an offense that no one saw coming, operating almost exclusively out of pistol or shotgun formation, something they hadn't shown in the preseason. While they claim it has nothing to do with the health of their 36-year-old quarterback who's recovering from a torn Achilles, it's hard to believe otherwise. Though many teams struggled offensively in Week 1, the Falcons' issues were unusual. Cousins wasn't moving much at all, and the offense was clearly designed to limit his mobility. The lack of movement wasn't the only issue. The game plan was highly predictable. 48 of their 50 offensive plays were run out of pistol or shotgun, with no play-action passes, the only NFL team not to use play-action in Week 1. Without the threat of play-action, the Falcons' offense became easy to defend. They had a way better performance in the preseason, where they used a more traditional under-center offense with regular play-action plays. Even though Cousins didn't play in the preseason, the shift to this new game plan seemed to catch everyone off guard. It's possible this was always the plan for new offensive coordinator Zach Robinson, who came from the Rams, a team known for using the pistol formation. However, the decision to limit Cousins' movement may have more to do with protecting him than strategy. Cousins wasn't known for his athleticism before the injury, and if his mobility is that compromised, it could be a serious problem for the Falcons. Cousins didn't look sharp in Week 1, and it's unclear whether that's due to rust or his health. Either way, the offense needs to evolve from its current form, which has become far too predictable. If Cousins can't improve his mobility, Atlanta might have to consider a quarterback change. The pressure will only increase if Cousins continues to struggle, especially with Michael Penix Jr., their first-round pick, waiting to get put in. The Falcons didn't get the return they were expecting in Week 1. There's been growing concern about the health of quarterback Kirk Cousins, whom they signed to a 4-year, $180 million deal with $100 million guaranteed in the offseason. This came after the 36-year-old suffered a season-ending Achilles injury last October. There's even fans wondering if Michael Penix Jr. should just get an opportunity here soon. In the Week 1 loss, Cousins completed 16 of 26 passes for 155 yards, with 1 touchdown to Kyle Pitts and 2 interceptions. He was sacked twice and posted a disappointing 28.9 QB rating, managing just 19 yards passing in the second half. This was Cousins' first game since his injury on October 29th of last year, when he was hurt against the Packers. The Falcons are facing a quarterback dilemma, but simply swapping the veteran for the rookie may not be the immediate solution. Kirk Cousins made his debut after an Achilles injury. He appeared rusty and out of sync against the Steelers. His performance revealed clear limitations, while the Falcons seemingly put him on a restrictive offensive plan to accommodate his current capabilities. The Falcons are also adjusting to a new offensive scheme under rookie play caller Zach Robinson, and their tough early schedule, including games against the Eagles, Chiefs, Saints, and Buccaneers, it complicates their situation. If Cousins continues to struggle, it could put the team in a difficult position, but a quick switch to rookie Michael Penix Jr. is unlikely. The Falcons invested heavily in Cousins. They are committed to making that investment work. Even if Penix might offer more flexibility, the team is not expected to make a change this early. History shows that shifting quarterbacks mid-season, especially from a high-profile veteran to a rookie, often doesn't work out, but who knows with this situation? I guess you don't know until it happens. Penix was drafted as Cousins' potential successor, and he'll likely remain on the bench unless circumstances force a change. The organization is more inclined to allow Cousins time to shake off the rust and find his rhythm. They invested so much up front, and even if the season doesn't start how they hope, they will hope Cousins will adjust throughout the season. The scenario where Penix gets an early start would likely only occur if the Falcons are out of playoff contention or if Cousins suffers another injury. For now, the focus will be on allowing Cousins to adapt and prove his worth. Penix's time will come, but not until the situation with Cousins is fully assessed over the next few months. Returning from an Achilles tear is always challenging, and it's even more so for a 36-year-old quarterback positioned as a solution to a team's major issues. Kirk Cousins' debut for the Falcons highlighted these struggles, with the quarterback showing significant rust and the offense being constrained by his limitations. In their loss to the Steelers, the Falcons' offense struggled under Cousins' leadership and was further hindered by a dominant Steelers defense. The offensive line was overpowered, leading to consistent breakdowns in protection. Even when Cousins had a clean pocket, he appeared uncomfortable and hesitant. Cousins' performance was characterized by minimal mobility, with his only notable plays being a touchdown pass to Kyle Pitts and a scramble for a loose ball. He seemed to be rushing his throws, rarely surveying the field or attempting deep passes. His performance showcased 2 interceptions and a general lack of confidence in his throws. He didn't attempt any passes beyond 20 yards and often threw underneath, resulting in missed opportunities. release. Footwork issues were evident, with Cousins failing to drive through his right foot, leading to weak throws and missed completions. This raised further concerns about his health and the effectiveness of the Falcons' offensive strategy, which lacked variation in play-action plays. The offense's predictability played into Pittsburgh's hands, and upcoming games against strong defensive minds will test Cousins in the offensive scheme further. For the Falcons to improve, they need to incorporate more play-action and create space in the middle of the field to maximize their passing game. Utilizing bunch sets and pre-snap motion could also help. The coaching staff, led by Zach Robinson, must adapt their strategies to make Cousins more comfortable and effective. Cousins' success will depend on his ability to regain confidence and mobility, proving that his age and injury won't define his performance. The Falcons need to give him time to adjust and address these issues, as it is still too early to overreact. In Zach Robinson's debut as the play caller, there were signs of both promise and more room for growth. He managed to integrate Bijan Robinson effectively, who had 23 touches, his highest since week 2 of 2023. Robinson's use of motion on a critical 4th and 1 play confused the Steelers defense, while Kyle Pitts scored a touchdown in the red zone. Ray McLeod also had a standout performance as the wide receiver 3. Defensively, the team made significant impacts with 7 tackles for loss, 2 sacks against a mobile quarterback, and a crucial 4th down stop. They prevented the Steelers from scoring in the red zone and limited them to just 3.3 yards per rush. Given that the offense had no preseason snaps together, it will need time to gel. The upcoming game against the Eagles, who have a struggling secondary on Monday Night Football in week 2, will be telling. If the passing game continues to struggle, it may be a concern, but it's too early to panic. Like I said, the Steelers, known for making offenses struggle, feature TJ Watt, a defensive player of the year and a 4-time finalist, so the difficulty in blocking him is not a major red flag. Overall, while the team is still finding its rhythm, they face a tough upcoming schedule. The Falcons' week 1 performance highlighted several key issues and areas for potential growth. Kirk Cousins, returning from an Achilles injury, struggled to regain his pre-injury form, displaying both physical limitations and discomfort in the pocket. This resulted in an offense that was predictable and unable to exploit key opportunities. Despite some flashes of promise from new offensive coordinator Zach Robinson, who successfully involved Bijan Robinson and managed to score with Kyle Pitts, the offense remains a work in progress. Defensively, the Falcons showed resilience with impactful plays, including 7 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a crucial 4th down stop. They effectively contained the Steelers' rushing attack and prevented them from scoring in the red zone, holding them to only field goals. The road ahead presents significant challenges, with tough opponents like the Eagles, Chiefs, and division rivals on the schedule. The team must find its rhythm quickly, especially in the passing game, to avoid falling into an early season hole. While the current performance raises concerns, specifically regarding Cousins' adjustment and the offensive cohesion, it's important to remember that the team is still in the process of integrating new elements and will need time to refine their approach. It's still early in the season. It's literally week 1. Only 1 game has been played, so hopefully they come out on Monday Night Football with a much better performance, because if Kirk Cousins doesn't have a primetime performance, which you know what they say about Kirk Cousins in primetime, hopefully he can bounce back. Let me know down below what you think the Falcons need to do in their quarterback situation. Should they go to Michael Penix Jr.? Should they wait it out with Kirk Cousins? Let me know down below. And if you made it this far and you haven't already, make sure you go down below and you subscribe and you turn on the notification bell so you never miss a Falcons video or any video at all. Leave a like as well. I greatly do appreciate it. Leave those comments down below. I will be reading them all and what you guys have to say, and I'll see y'all in the next one.